Okay, seems like we're live. Today's plans are very simple. We're going to be testing out the Kitfox. I'm going to be getting myself used to flying STi in this thing because it's, from what I've seen, this is not my first testing, but from what I've seen, it's really hard to fly this edition of the Kitfox by Big Tires Production Studios. It used to be an X-Plane add-on. Now they ported it over to Flight Simulator 2020. Well, wish me luck. Let me post this on. Where is it? Okay. Share this on my. Where is it? Oh. Okay. Share this on my. There we go. Now I can share it publicly. Oh. Okay. Sorry about the feedback. Let's sort that out first. Okay. Whoever might be watching will probably see that soon then. Okay. Back to the matter at hand. Yeah. We're going to be testing out the Kitfox today. I don't have much planned. I just have this plane. I have some fuel in it. And I haven't even chosen a place to fly in. So, since it's sunrise time in Turkey, I might do somewhere in Turkey. Okay, why? Okay, that's new. On, thank you. We can fly from Sinop, I guess. We can do that. Or give me 1 second and I'll find something better. Trashamba is probably our best option when it comes to airfields around here. Let me make sure. Let me check that on real life map where the airfield would be. According to this, it should be really close to the coast. Set that as departure. Oh yeah, there it is. Samsun Trashamba Airport. Okay. Single runway, yeah. Barely any parking whatsoever. Okay. That's a good place to fly. It's early in the morning anyway, so. Start with parking. Way down there. I don't know which runway is active, so I don't know which one I'll be landing in, but we'll see. Okay, so we basically don't have any flight plan other than that. No. Oh, let's go. Enough talking, let's go. So a couple of things. First of all, the cockpit, they haven't implemented it well. The cockpit windows are blurry, really blurry. Ruins the entire game experience. But I am confident they're going to fix it in one of the patches that they're going to do. Thing number two, the engine and prop RPMs are not set correctly. They seem to have a 1-on-1 ratio between the engine and the prop, and it should be a 2.54 to 1 reduction gearbox in between. So they don't have that either. That's another one of the things missing. Number 3, this plane really does not want to land. It just wants to keep flying. It hates the ground, especially at normal speeds. So you need to get it really slow, like 30 something knots or 32 knots ish is where it starts stalling. It is truly an STOL plane. And number 4, I've yet to manage to start it with the push of this button. Ignition for some reason does not work. Mind you, I don't see any fuel pump. Like, there's a fuel pump on. I can auto start it, use the auto start feature, but I don't want to do that. I actually want to figure out how they managed to start it, the other people who tested it. So let me search the forums just a second. There must be something I'm missing somewhere. So oh, okay, that's interesting. That is interesting. Hmm. So if I start it cold and dark, turns out I can't get the RPMs I want. Hmm. If you set medium, okay, windshield effects to medium, that solves the blurriness issue. So let's sort that out first. General graphics, windshield effects, windshield effects. Oh, there goes the blurriness away. Nice. That's good. What if I set it back to high? What happens then? Oh, fuck. Okay. They're back. I guess we're gonna keep it at medium. Don't care too much about the windshield effects anyway. Must be their model flashing with it. Okay. So yeah, as I said, the RPM settings are very much ruined. Bring this back online. Parking brakes on. The avionics and everything is good.
Cars Amb ground November 30319er with Quebec request taxi for
Sorry about the cursed pronunciation.
November 30319er taxi to and hold short of runway 31 via taxiway. Contact tower on 118.35 when ready.
So, a couple of things right off the bat.
Taxiing hold short runway 31 using taxiway 319er.
A couple of things right off the bat. The start does not work properly. Apparently it used to work after an update, it doesn't work anymore. And number two, apparently if you start it yourself versus letting the game auto start it, the RPM range is different. So they didn't model that properly. There's a lot that needs to be fixed with this. Okay, so 1000 RPMs is still quite a lot for this engine, but we'll see. Okay, let's do our taxiing to runway 31. So some things on this need to be done the old school way. Yeah. Drawing S's. I feel like I'm flying a fucking warplane. Can I see off the nose? Barely, I guess. You can also use this map over here. Okay, if I want to be able to exit, I'll want to take this apparently. So this is an STOL plane, which means even though the end of the runway is over there, that's usually meant for bigger planes. If I'm gonna take off 3-1, I can just do it right from here. I should be able to take off within 150 feet or less. Well, let's avoid a prop strike here. Whoa. Okay, there we go. Let's tune onto the tower. Request clearance.
Cars Amb Tower November 30319er ready for straight out departure at runway 31.
Another thing.
November 30319er cleared for takeoff runway 31 straight out departure approved.
Okay.
Cleared for takeoff runway 31319er.
Another thing right off the bat, the flaps only have two settings. Apparently it's 0 and 5 degrees. And the flaperons on this are not implemented at all. Like the aileron movement is there, but when I turn on the flaps, they don't automatically go down. So that needs to be fixed as well. And we'll need 3 settings for the flaps. And also, this is on idle, by the way. This is supposed to be their idle. It just starts rolling like crazy on idle. So you need to be always on the toe brakes. Okay. Okay. Let's do this takeoff. Full throttle. Get the nose off the ground. And off the ground. That short. It was literally that short. Wow, that's good. That's cool. That is really cool. Let's head for the mountains and figure out what we can do about that. That was a really cool takeoff. For all its misgivings, at least they're true to the model in terms of the takeoff performance. Takeoff and climbing performance. It outperforms almost any other plane in this game in terms of climbing. And that's the way it's supposed to be. You'll have a Rotax 915. It might only be 140 horsepower, but this thing is really light. So the thrust to weight ratio that you have will just You're basically an aerospace engineering joke. With enough thrust, you can make a rock fly. Okay, let's flatten out a little over here and gain some speed. Sadly, the maximum cruise speed of this is 91 knots, according to 91 knots indicated airspeed, according to the manual. But I do have a feeling that the real model, sorry, the in-game model, is not modeled that way. Something I'm going to check quick. I have a suspicion my settings are not all... Oh, they are. Okay, never mind. They're all set. Okay, so if I crash for real. Let's head for the mountains here. So, also, about these panels in front of us, a normal bush plane would normally have analog planes, but the G3 usage of G3X on this, it's actually accurate according to Trent Palmer's video. He has a G3X on his bush plane, and it's a Kitfox STi. Okay, acknowledge that.
Cars Ambit Tower November 30319 frequency change.
Okay, as I was saying, Trent Palmer's Kitfox Series 7 does have G3X, Garmin G3X for navigation in there. But, that said, it doesn't have two of them. This is just lazy. I swear, this is just lazy. I would have liked to have some analog instrumentation on the right-hand side, in case the G3X went out, or even then, the G3X doesn't have an AOA indicator here, so it would be nice to have an AOA indicator, considering I'm bush flying, but beggars can't be choosers. Another one that I noticed, there's drift in the dead zone. My controls. Wow. Stuff that you notice when you're testing the airplane. Controls. Let's deal with this stick over here. Sensitivity. Okay. Try that again. Huh. Okay, it's there. Why does the sensitivity menu not bring up anything? That's weird. I guess that's something that's broken in Flight Simulator now. Great. I need to make my own skin for this sometime. I should play around with the DDS files and figure it out. There seems to be a valley over there that we can do some valley flying in. Let's test the turbulence performance of this thing. So, another thing that I've noticed, I don't think they've modeled the overspeeding on this. Let's see if we can crash this. Yeah, I'm severely overspeeding. Oh, they did. They apparently did model it. Okay. Okay. That's good. They have modeled the overspeeding. That's good. So it does give out. It just doesn't have the red crosses over there. Okay. One bad news about this is I'll need to redo that part of the flight. But no worries. Okay, ready to fly. Let's get this thing up and running.
Cars Amb ground November 30319er with Quebec request taxi for takeoff straight out departure. November 30319er taxi to and hold short of runway 31 via taxiway. Contact tower on 118.3, 5 when ready. Taxi to and hold short runway 31 using taxiway 319er.
Okay, let's request takeoff clearance.
Cars Amb Tower November 30319er ready for departing straight out at runway 31. November 30319er cleared for takeoff runway 31 departing straight out approved.
Okay, this time I'm gonna try the grass runway next to the like grass takeoff next to the runway. Not gonna use the runway. Besides, this thing has big Tundra tires on it. You don't want to wear them out on asphalt. So let's see. Go across the runway, about over here, turn ourselves over, and come to a stop. Good. So, there we go. Clear the nose off of that. Flaps down, full throttle, nose down. And that short. It is literally that short. is just awesome. Okay. I mean, I like this much better than the Kitfox. Sorry, the next cup, to be honest. Okay, that is extreme. Those curves need to be fixed, but I don't have access to those for some reason. Let me see. Will it work this time? I think I'll need to do it elsewhere to fix those. Like, I do have some control over it, but there's a sudden jump over there. If you see that, yeah. I'm not even yanking it that hard. I need to play around with the curves on this thing. Okay. We're gonna fly that valley right in front of us. That one over there. That does an S. And then try and find the landing spot somewhere in there. Since I've solved the cockpit problem, next video I'm definitely doing in the Kitfox. It is a much better STOL aircraft than the X-Cub. Poof. And the only one rivaling this in Flight Simulator would be Slingshot Ultra, but that comes with the premium edition. And being the cheapskate I am, I got the regular edition, so I'm not paying another $80 for the premium deluxe. I'd rather have the Kitfox. Okay.
319er, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved. Cars Amber Tower November 3019er, frequency change.
Okay. Give it some power, get the nose off the ground a little there. While I'm doing that, I'm also going to check the chat. I think. Are there any comments? Probably not. But who cares? There's some turbulence in here, but not that noticeable. Yeah, there it is. There's the turbulence. That wasn't me moving it. Okay. Let's climb out of here. Yeah, one day it's my dream to build one of these myself and fly it. So, being inside one, even in a simulator like this, is really nice. Let's take the left side over here. Because the right side ends right there. So, here's a visual of it from the outside. I think they got the nose a little wrong. I'm pretty sure those intakes are wider than that, but I can't be 100% sure. It is a turbocharged airplane, so. I mean, a lot of people commented that the model lacked detail and everything, but if you ask me, it is very much true to the original, because the original one doesn't have much on it either. Okay. It does have an autopilot over here though, and I'm totally not using it. Because who the hell would want to use an autopilot when you're in the middle of a valley? Anyway. Let's see. Let's look for a landing spot somewhere. It's all trees. Oh! Here's a short challenge over there. I can totally do that landing. Should I? Should I not? The place I was talking about was right over here. But I'm going to look for somewhere higher and better. The approach is a little bit of an issue on this one, because the flaperons don't go all the way down, which means I can't really slow this thing down. I can't create enough drag. It just has too much lift. It doesn't want to go down. Let's see if I can find some place up there to land. I can land near those houses over there. Oh no. Oh, okay. Oh. For a moment the simulator froze. Oof. Scared the hell out of me. Okay. Let's see now. You've flown a good bit inland. There's a nav fix over there. Wait, is that next to a lake? I think there's a really small lake next to it, so should be somewhere on top of this hill. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, wow, I can stick my head out of the cockpit apparently. That's new. And I think that's the lake. What do you guys think? Oh, yep, that's the lake. Let's land right next to it on that little hilltop. I'm gonna approach from the left towards the right. Do an uphill landing. See how soon it can land. Okay. Cut the throttle out. So, as I said, this thing literally does not want to leave the sky. But yeah, I need to do an extreme trim up to force it to stall. Because it really doesn't want to stall. Okay. We are finally sinking to some extent. Okay, that's the hill that we want to land at. There's the stall alert. Let me look off the nose. Heading straight for that hill. To the left. Come on, come on, come on. Pull up. There it is. There's the landing. And there's the stop. And one thing that I absolutely love about this compared to the X-Cub, if you've seen any of my previous videos, the X-Cub can't climb for shit. I can actually climb hills with this. Though I am a little too fast for this. Okay, turn it around. Turn it around and come to a stop slowly. There we go. Parking brakes on. Let's get the drone out for a second over here. Yeah, so that's... So to challenge myself, I think I'm going to take off in this direction. Yep, I'm not going to change anything, just take off from here. See if I crash or if I actually go. Disable parking brakes, tow brakes on, full throttle. Oh, another one of the things that this is absolutely cool about... Oh, fuck. There it is. There it is. I slammed the tail too hard. Okay. There it is. Another one of the things that's really cool about this was what I was going to say is that you can hit the toe brakes and get the tail up. You can't do that in the next Cub in this game, but you can do it in this. Just with the sheer power of with the sheer thrust that you have, you can get the tail off the ground where you're standing. Now that's a good thing and a bad thing. The good part of it is that, let me find that. That's not where it was. We were somewhere around here. Let's just choose this one. As I was saying, the good thing about it is that you can do very short takeoffs. The bad thing, you just saw the bad thing. Anyway. It requires a lot more control than I have with the shitty sticks and throttle that I have. And it would be so much nicer to be able to feel it in real life, but... Also, why are the conditions not live? There we go. Live conditions again. You can go anywhere in the world. Antarctica seems like a bad option. I actually tried it before. Antarctica is where you get lost. No nav fixes, no nothing. And the terrain looks the same forever. Okay. So much for decreased loading times, Microsoft. Yeah, today's patch was supposed to fix the slow loading issue. But yeah, there you have it. Yeah, that's not where I was. Whoa. Let's try and find that lake again. Might need my map over here for that. There's my map. FH557 was it. Okay. It's that way. Okay. So, according to the module in the game, this is supposed to fly 25,000 feet. The real life version doesn't. 15,000 feet is the maximum altitude, even with a turbocharger. This is not a turboprop. This doesn't have a jet engine. So, just saying. I think next time I'm gonna fly Kayseri, RGS, the mountains over there. Maybe find some skiing tracks and try to land on those. You, fingerprints. I would never have that on my plane. You. Whatever. So, my previous stream on Twitch today about bush flying in Black Sea and showing nice spots. Because I played some music, apparently the music was copyrighted, the end of it got muted out. So I apologize for that beforehand. Next time, I'm not going to be playing music, unfortunately, because we can't have nice things, apparently. Let's see. Yeah, the lake is most definitely somewhere over there, but I want to find that lake again and try that takeoff challenge again. What's that? I don't know if anybody is watching my... Yeah, current stream stats. No viewers. Yeah, kind of expected, but don't mind it. So yeah, there's a feature called Smart Cam. It focuses on certain items of interest. So I don't know what it's focusing on right now, but there's apparently something over there. Yeah, one thing that's really annoying me here with the settings is that the camera wants to... Didn't function. Focus. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, now it doesn't automatically zoom in whenever I scroll. That's good. Because that was really annoying. So we should be flying over the lake anytime soon. Technically, in a Kitfox, you can open up this hatch over here and fly with it open. But you need to do it on the ground, not here. So, and I don't think it even has an interaction. Yep, doesn't. So the lake is somewhere in front of us. I should be passing over it anytime now. I think I saw it to my left. Yep, there it is. Let's do that landing once more, this time cleaner. Same hill, same tree coverage. Same landing. And then I'm going to take off right over those trees with a short takeoff. Okay. We're gonna strafe a little. Or slip, or whatever they call it, this maneuver. Basically giving it full rudder while tilting it the other way to create as much drag as possible so that we can slow down. But it does make you more prone to stalling or getting into a tailspin. So should not be taken lightly. There we go, we got our speed under control. Descent is under control. Look off the nose a little. Approach is nice, safe for avoiding that little tree that's sticking out above the others. Okay. And hard flare. Not so hard. And there's a stop. Right on top of the hill. Okay, let's try that takeoff again. For reference, there we are. We're gonna take off over those little trees over there. See how badly that goes. Full throttle. Stick slightly forward just to get the tail off. Release brakes. And pull up. Wow, we made it. We made it real well. That was kind of impressive. This thing really wants to fly. Okay, let's find other spots. I'm gonna choose spots at random and just land at those as a test of its abilities. I saw one thing that Trent Palmer did in his videos. There was a little saddle that he rode, kind of sloped leftwards. To land, you basically enter at the far end of one hill, ride the saddle, and reach to the other one to stop. If I can find a feature like that, I'd like to try it. There has to be one somewhere around. Nope, tree cover. And I can probably land anywhere around here, but that's a town. You're not legally allowed to land that close to people. Okay. So, the little hilltop over there, I know this side's empty. If I can just land in such a way that I can just climb just to the top of the hill, I can turn back around and take this way back. Or if the other side is empty, I can just basically ride the other side down and take off. Let's give that a try. Okay. Also something that I wanted to check some while ago. That hill's a little steep, so I'm gonna try and ride it up. It's gonna be a sketchy landing. Yeah, another one of those. I know. Damn, that's actually much steeper than it looks. I can still probably do it. This thing can climb like a beast. If I can just maintain my speed up to the top, I can do it. Do not try this in real life. I'm dead fucking serious. Do not try this in real life. There it is. We're on the other side. Made it to the top. Whew. Do not try this in real life. For the third time. So, for reference, this is the hill that we landed on. This is the horizon line. Hello. And let's get up here at the plains level. This is the hill. It's very much uphill. But this beast of a plane did it. Again. Now let's check the other side. Make sure we're not going to take off into something. Yeah, I can take off this way. I don't even need to roll to the other side. Okay. Turn it around a little bit. Use those as a reference. And stop. Over the nose a little. Just make sure. Okay. We're good to go. Toe brakes. Full throttle. Nose down, release the brakes. Pull back up. We're off again. Reset trim. Reset flaps. Yeah, off we go. Nice. Kind of gotten used to the landings now. At first it was basically near impossible to land this because it would just not slow down. But now it seems to handle better. Or it's just me that's gotten used to throttling down way earlier and keeping the glide slopes much shallower. Because here's the thing, I'm at idle, and this thing is speeding up because it's nose down. And the only way to slow it down is to pull the nose up. I guess I need to get on that angle of attack approach, the high angle of attack approach, really early, and maintain it. Here's a demonstration. I'm gonna try and land this, but it's gonna be a touch and go most probably because I'm just too fast. See if I can bleed off that speed off. See, bounced off. And full toe brakes and pulling the stick back. Managed to land it. Now, I have no idea what's in front of me, so let me check that first. A couple of trees. I can probably take a little bit this way off. Yeah, there we go. There we are. I fucking love this. This is so much better than the X-Cub. Holy shit, this is really nice. The X-Cub would have botched that takeoff. Holy shit, I'm totally sticking with the Kitfox from now on. This is much more fun to fly. I can land anywhere with this. Let's land on that little road over there. And not the easy way around. I'm going to do the hard way around. Approach between those trees. Right there. Okay, flaps up. Don't stall it. Don't stall it. There it is. There's our approach. Past that building. Give it a little bit of a left over there. Yeah, that was a little long. If I approached slower, I could probably land much shorter. But that's the distance the X-Cub would have landed, so. Let's give it some turn over that way. Get the tail off. Get the plane off. And we're off the ground again. Really short. I'm going to try that again. This time I'm going to try it really slow. Get my speed real low. Trim all the way up. Not all the way, but about 75%. Get it to well within that stall zone. That high angle of attack flight that we want. Good. Now at this flight level, using rudder becomes more important, proper use of rudder, but it also slows you, it might also slow you down to the stall point. So we're gonna try and maintain a balanced rudder use while not hitting that tree right in front of us. Okay. We bounced off, but there we are. Short amount of run. Third try. This time we're just gonna I wanted to get that speed up a little. Let's stick down. I'm gonna give it even further trim up. Make sure it flies well within that stall zone, to 35, 34 knots when I'm on the approach, and stalls out and lands so that it does not bounce. If I can do that, I can shorten that landing to a much shorter distance. A little high. I'm also going to do a wider turn here. I have the space. No need to worry about the space. Okay. That's a nice approach speed. Just a little too much vertical speed downwards. Or is it? Nope, we're holding it good. Yep. That beeping tells us we're stalling. We're basically stall flying right now. Cut throttle about here. Right there. No bounce. Tail on the ground. There we go. We can get it that short. We touched down next to that building and we're already stopped. On that note, I'm just going to turn that way and take off over those buildings. Well, this way. Okay. For the takeoff, I'd like to have my trim a little more nose down than the landing that I did, because when it's touch climbing, it'll just nose up and stall itself out if I don't do this. Oh, too much. Come back. Come back. Right about there. That's good. Okay. Same drill. Nose down. Right off the deck. Okay. Let's get this back to an airfield, and I'm gonna switch to. Yeah. I'm gonna get this back to the airfield, land it up, and then switch to some other place. Maybe the Argus Mountains. I'll fly those. Because I'm kind of getting bored of flying in these simple hills. I need something with more challenge. Higher altitude. That'll add some challenge. Flaps back down. Another one of the things that they didn't model, there is no fuel gauge. Where's my fuel gauge? Why can't I see my wing tanks? And there's no way to check it from here either. Because, you know, this doesn't have a fuel menu. So what I need to do, like a dumbass, use a simulator for it. Which is... yeah, there it is. This is how I check it. So I've burnt about 6% of fuel. I believe, I'll bring it back to the values. Yeah, it takes 9 gallons per tank. So... yeah. I've burnt a little over a gallon. Oh no, have I? Yeah, a little over a gallon. For this much flying, it's pretty nice. I can probably fly at 4 hours, 5 hours straight. I mean, here's the thing, if I shut the fuel pump off... Oh, didn't do it this time. Interesting. Alright, we don't need the fuel pump. The engine's pumping its own fuel, good enough. Oh, that's not good. Let's go back to... There we go. Yeah, the engine's pumping its own fuel, so we don't really need that fuel pump over there. How long have I been live? An hour, apparently. I've been streaming for... Yeah, 1 hour, 7 minutes is the time I've been streaming, apparently. Okay. Cool. Cool. No doubt. Okay. Oh, sorry about the potato quality, by the way. Facebook seems to limit streams for most people to 720p. I'm playing this game at full HD. You guys are watching it only at HD. Sorry about that. But if you want more quality content, like better content, I will be using Twitch for the time being, but I might switch to YouTube, depending on who wants to watch when and where. And I think if I'm live on YouTube, I can embed it in Facebook and you guys can watch it that way, but I'm not sure. Look at those plush tires. They're cute. If nothing, they're cute. And also, I think they're bigger than the one X-Cub has in Flight Simulator. Like, substantially bigger. I think those are like... Yeah, well, these are supposed to be 29 inches. I think the other ones, the X-Cub ones, are 24 inches. Which is great. But 29 inches are obviously better when you're trying to land on rough terrain. Yeah, from now on for my videos, I'm going to be flying this guy. Say hello to the new plane. I might need to do a new skin for this. Shouldn't be too hard though. Since I'm not going to change that metallic gray that much, I might just dial it down a couple tones and change the green to orange. And we're good to go. And that'll be it for my stream, probably. Besides, even when I had custom liveries, no one else is going to see it when I'm playing multiplayer because they don't have the liveries. So if I just modify mine, rather than trying to create a new pack for it, it shouldn't be an issue. Though I can try creating a new one. I just don't know how. I'll need to read up on it. Oh, on that note, Flight Simulator 2020 has very scarce resources when it comes to modding, so nobody knows what they're doing. It's kind of also why this mod is in such a bad shape too. So, okay, let's notify the ATC of our situation over here. Okay, we're inbound for full stop landing.
Cars Ambit Tower Kilo, Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray is 7 miles southwest with Quebec to land. Kilo, Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray, Cars Ambit Tower. Enter left traffic runway tree 1. Altimeter tree 0.04, wind 279er at 7. Enter left traffic runway.
Left traffic runway 31. So we're gonna be entering downhill downwind, right before the runway. Nice, good. I don't need to cross over the runway. I like that. Okay. On that note, So I can turn off and on the avionics, even the master off apparently, but this screen doesn't go away. When the engine's running, the screen doesn't go away. I need to figure out how to shut off the engine sometime as well, because that's kind of a concern. I don't have any means of doing that. Another one of the things, I'm probably going to land on this runway way down the line, so I don't need to taxi as much. So I don't know the specifics. Do I need to go the full length of the runway before turning onto... I think I do, yeah. I'm probably going to have to do that anyway, so let's rotate that way. I'll need to fly a good bit down the runway and then touch down so that I don't need to taxi all that way. Because when you're taxiing, you're more prone to ground loops than flying, at which point you really cannot have any ground loops whatsoever. And believe me, this thing is really prone to ground loops. Okay. Zoom it all the way in. Oh. So that river over that river over there gets pinched down abruptly, or is that? Oh, it's two of them merging in. Okay, kind of explains some of the stuff, but doesn't explain how there's that much water in that river. Okay. So, to my utter disbelief, this is supposed to be summer, and I think I'm seeing snow on some of the fields here. So Microsoft, get your shit together. There's not supposed to be snow here in the summer. Weird. And that's a long ass runway, by the way. Time to enter the pattern, although a little not early at all actually, never mind. Okay, entering the pattern on downhill. Actually, no, I'm gonna get a little closer, because this runway is much longer than it seems. Okay, there it is. Entering the pattern. I'm looking for cones to get any kind of information, but I don't see any from this distance. So at sometime this point, we should be getting landing clearance. There it is. There's a clearance.
Cleared to land runway 31. Wind 276 at 7. Cleared to land runway 31 Foxtrot Oscar.
There's my landing clearance.
Karsaba Airport information, Quebec 0500 Zulu.
Report go around? Why would I report go around? I'm definitely not going around. Okay, on base. On final. Since I'm going to be landing all the way down there, I'm just not going to bother worrying too much about alignment over here, because by the time I get there, I'll definitely be aligned. There's my alignment. There's definitely some crosswind here, because it's basically blowing right where it's starboard side on this runway. I just need to keep my nose left to maintain centering. Okay. Caught all throttle. If I can touch down by that small road over there, I will stop by the other exit point. Okay.
Foxtrot Oscar X-ray exit runway when able.
There it is. Slammed the tail a little too hard there. Should refrain from doing that. When I let go of the brakes, that's just what happens.
Foxtrot Oscar X-ray contact ground on 121.7.
Okay. Contact ground.
121.7 Foxtrot Oscar X-ray.
Press taxi to
Cars
parking.
ground Kilo. Foxtrot Oscar X-ray taxi to parking.
Kilo, Foxtrot Oscar X-ray taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Foxtrot Oscar X-ray.
Hey, buddy. Gonna turn around you a little. Okay, this is good enough for today. Avionics off. Fuel pump was already off. Oh, I didn't even use my landing lights. Okay. Let's get the avionics menu out. Radio out of here. So technically, okay, I need to check the controls again for this because, you know, it's not bound. I need the engine controls over here. Power management. Throttle, no. Engine instruments. Control Shift E is auto stop engine. Okay. Because manual stop doesn't work on this. There it is. That's the power gun. Flaps are up. Damn, it takes a long time to stop, doesn't it? There it is. Okay. And then go to the main menu. Okay, before I continue, I'm going to take a 5-minute break. We will be back. Okay, back again. This time I did a little bit of preparation for the rain. Took some of the stuff that was outside in, so that should be better. Yeah, next flight. Sorry for the long wait. The next flight is gonna be RGS. I'll check the map real quick to know the direction I'm going to be flying. I don't know any of the VORs or the nav fixes that I'm supposed to be flying to. So, yeah. I'm supposed to be flying south from... Yeah, I want the satellite view over here. Suppose these are the mountains I'm supposed to be flying to, and I think that's, yeah. That's the closest airfield. Okay. Get a small ramp over here. Gonna be returning to here. And live situation, please. Okay. Little message I got. Instagram, of course. Okay. Okay. Hello, buddy. I don't know who you are, where you're walking. Okay. My frame rate is taking a dump for some reason. I'm gonna check something and be right back. Graphics. Sure, let's dial it down a little. I'll dial the graphics down a little, see if that helps. There's a substantial increase. Not eating shit as much as before. And the buildings don't look like utter shit, so that's good. Okay, let's get started with our startup over here. Whoa. Who doesn't engage the fucking parking brakes? Okay. Let's get ATC over here.
Lima Tango Kilo Yankee traffic November tree 0 tree 19er is taxiing to runway tree 1.
Actually, since I'm gonna funny thing, apparently this is supposed to be the runway. Yeah. This is supposed to be the runway. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take the grass next to it. So I have the choice. Okay. Whoa. Okay. There we go. Flaps down. Maintain center line as much as possible, as if there's a center line, but I'm already off the ground anyway, it doesn't matter. Pull the flaps up a little. Get us over these. Really not a good city, to be honest. I've been here in real life as well, and it's just as bad. Not worse. There are the mountains. So yeah, at this altitude, it's kind of having a little bit of a hard time. But we're not even that high. I'm just guessing that's. Let me see. Flaps are up. Basically at the flap speed right now. There's the tremendous climb rate that we were talking about just a minute ago. Imagine being able to stick your head up that high. I think it's pointing towards the airfield over there. Good. That down there, I think, is one of the ski resorts. Seems to have a parking lot. Short. There's something. Yeah, it is. It's very likely that it's one of the resorts. Considering one of the lifts, it looks a lot like one of the lifts. Yep, that's the main entrance, and then there's a second lift taking us further up. So that's the beginning of the ski resort. If only it was snowy, it would look much better, and I would be able to tell this much easier. But I can definitely see some of the paths that are supposed to exist here. I don't know if the highest summit was reachable. I don't think it was, but we got really close, so I'm just gonna go for the summit this time. Another one of the things some aviation nuts may have noticed. The engines don't require mixture adjustment. It's all done electronically. So it's a really lazy ass plane. I don't need to manually adjust mixture. It looks at the pressure, it looks at the oxygen sensors, and it automatically adjusts the mixture accordingly. Since it's a since it has a turbocharger, it basically knows how to adjust it. Kind of too complex to be done by hand. Okay, so I'm hitting 10,000 right now. And I think the turbocharger is kicked in sometime around now, because I have not seen any loss in thrust. Okay, let's go around the back and circle around it to climb it a little. Okay, I think we had a little power loss there, but I don't think that was because of it. It was just nose going up too high. And we're still climbing really steep. It's a pretty good climb. There's supposedly a lake somewhere over that way. I've not seen it. I think it's... yeah, it's behind that hill. That hill over there. This hill. So if we pass that hill, we might be able to see it. Let me see. Can I see it on this side over here? No visual yet. There's a terrain here, I swear. Microsoft Flight Simulator loves to put trees in places they don't belong. Where at an altitude, trees don't grow. Real life, this is all barren land, no trees. It's rocks and snow. Whatever flight sim. There's a lake, right there. Okay, as we've gotten to this altitude, now it's having a hard time maintaining that steep climb. It's getting shallower. Yeah, it started to get shallow. So 15,000 is its true ceiling. I don't know who thought of putting 25,000 up there, because it sure as hell ain't 25,000. For some weird reason, it wants to level itself. There we go. Doesn't anymore. Still maintaining a really good climb rate, 500 feet per minute. At 12,000 feet, that's still pretty good. And I can have short bursts of good climb as well. I need to get over terrain fast. Okay, that summit seems to have some room to land, so I'm gonna go around and see if I can land. Though keep in mind that at this altitude our engine is not that powerful. So we've lost a lot of the thrust to weight ratio advantage that we had. But we still have we also lost a lot of the stall speed advantage we have. The indicated airspeed is still going to be the same, but the true airspeed is going to be much faster. Or the ground speed as well. So yeah, but that's still enough space for this to land. I can still probably land it safely there. I do it towards the trees, so I'm going to do it to them from the other side. Set up our trim. At this altitude, it really is meant to fly at this altitude. It flies more like an X-Cub now. At this altitude. Where it flies like an X-Cub at the sea level. But yeah. Things have started to become more normal. So the city is way back north that way. So is the airfield. Let's see if we can land on top of this. This is the high altitude test for this thing. We're at 13,000 feet. Flaps down. Wow, it still doesn't want to go down. See if we can force it to slow down a little. Still doesn't want to go down. Yeah, we're too fast. Gonna go around again. Okay. Now we're not that fast anymore. Okay, good. Now we can do that short landing. Too bouncy. Pull us off. I sped up too much. I'm gaining too much altitude. I need to come from low, climb up to the landing. It's probably because of the slope, increasing slope that thing has, that I'm not able to estimate the true altitude I'm supposed to approach at. Okay. I think we're good at this altitude, yeah. We're climbing, that's not good. I'll throttle. Stop climbing. Okay, we're not climbing anymore. Avoid sharp descent. Yeah, at high altitudes it's becoming a problem. The tendency not to land is you're overestimating your drag. Okay. There it is. There it is again. Still speeding up. This landing should be slower, much slower than the other one. There it is. Right at the end of the runway. Okay. as usual. Get the drone up. Get some visuals out of it. Yeah, these trees aren't supposed to be here. Anybody who's been here would know. These trees aren't supposed to be here. There are no trees here. It sees greenish hue up from the satellite image, thinking it's actually green, but it's just low vegetation and rocks. Like grass and rocks, that's it. Okay. Let's fly down to somewhere that's interesting. Not there. Maybe the ski resort? Yeah, that's the ski resort there, I think. With the roads and everything. There's the lift entrance. The city is somewhere over there, if I'm not mistaken. We're way down there. Ah, right here. Okay, let's give this another try. So, apparently it's supposed to be north of us, which means that's not the city. That's the city. There it is. The resort, sorry, the ski lifts in the beginning area, staging area should be somewhere down there then. Maybe behind that hill? Let's see the descent game of this thing. How fast can we descend without overstressing the airframe? Frame rate's absolutely killing me though. For some reason my frame rate is terrible. Whoa. Yeah. Okay, my frame rate is dying for some reason. I'll check something real quick on that. Okay. I've increased the There's a gravelly hill. On the other side of it should be the ski resort. Now, you don't want to do a downhill landing with this. With any tail dragger, to be honest. Downhill landings are kind of sucky because you can't come to a stop without going over the wheels or over the front and prop striking. So I'm gonna do an uphill landing no matter the wind. For that we'll need to hook around this hill. I can technically land in the parking lot. Right, that's totally a landing I can do, but where's the fun in that? Though it would technically be more challenging. Tough choices. I'll play it safe. I'll probably just go up the hill. Over the buildings, up the hill. Or rather, to the right of the buildings. The gap. Okay. Where we are with this. Laps down. Get ourselves to fall zone. Okay, that's as safe as it is gonna get. Any further than that, it's not gonna be safe. We'll have too high of a risk of going into a tailspin. Even now, it wants to speed up. So, gonna get our alignment down first. There we are. Okay. Welcome to the ski resort. Try to take off an idle. Just by gliding. Well, takeoff was purely an idle. The hell's that bad? Now, I'm gonna try and demonstrate a downhill landing, just to give you guys an idea about how hard it is with this thing. I can't even slow down enough to be able to do that. So, I'm gonna follow this road and find a suitable point to land. It wants to go on a tailspin right now. It's that bad. Trying to get it to slow down, but it wouldn't. It would not slow down. Okay. The hill's pretty much dying at this point. There we go, forcing it to slow down as much as we can. Ride that all the way to the ground. And then it picks up again. See? Does not want to go down. But I might hit something. Try and force it down onto the ground. But I can force it down to the ground like this. I'm literally pushing stick forward right now to... Whoa! Whoa. Yeah, that was almost a prop strike. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, we can land it downhill. It's just a pain. Okay, I'm gonna do one last landing and then I'll shut this off. I'm getting bored of this area as well. We did the high altitude test. We know the results. Know how it behaves. I want to find somewhere else, somewhere more interesting to fly. That's the parking brakes. That's the hell we're on. Looks like there used to be some sort of a building here that they just didn't model. Yeah, that's the hell. Okay. Let me just shut everything off over here and be done with it. Over there. Done. Yeah, according to this, there was no takeoff, no landing. So that's how it counts. That's how literally how it counts my landings. That explains a lot about this low a number. I apparently did not take off and did not land in this entire flight. Yeah. Thank you, Flight Simulator, for being so fucking dumb. Anyway. Let me see my pilot stats. I have not checked those in a while. Profile. 34 hours. That's how much I've gotten. Okay. I need to get 50 hours to get to the next level. I don't know what the next level is, but we'll see. I mean, I've extensively tested the Kitfox at this point, and I think at this hour, let's check the lifetime over here. Yeah, Japan is kind of an option, but it's the evening. We can always do the, where is it? We can always do the Mount Fuji challenge, where I try to go and land somewhere on the rim. Maybe next time. Okay. I'm probably going to end this over here. It's already late here. That's all for now. And the verdict of today is I'm definitely going to be flying the Kitfox from now on. I will see you guys next time.